Greetings from another day with Jesus. Here's a word from God's heart for your day by Pastor Priji. Prepare your heart and your mind to be encountered by God.
Good morning, my dear friend. Welcome to this amazing new day. I hope that you're ready to receive a word from the Lord. The Lord wants to remind you how much He has planned and purposed for you to be a blessing to the world around you. It is not enough that you live your life just in a nice, happy manner where you are satisfied with how you live your life. It is necessary that you now become a reason for the world around you to be blessed and provided and protected and cared for. Let me read a scripture for you. This is 1 Chronicles chapter 7 and verse 40. It says, each of these descendants of Asher was the head of an ancestral clan. They were all select men, mighty warriors, and outstanding leaders. The total number of men available for military service was 26,000 as listed in their genealogical records. Now, this is something that is unique about the tribe of Asher. When you read the first 8 to 9 chapters of 1 Chronicles, you would see a lot of genealogy that is mentioned there. And we usually skip these portions of the scripture. We just go to the next part where we can see some stories or some prophecies or something more poetic in nature. But when we read genealogies, we see details that we don't get to see in other places. And here is one such detail that is given about the tribe of Asher. And it says that the guys that enlisted themselves for military service from the tribe of Asher, this was their quality. This is not all of them, but there are several, about 26,000 of them that enlisted themselves for military service. This was the group of people who said, I don't want my life to revolve around myself. I want my life to bring a change in the world around me. I want to serve the nation. I want to serve the purposes of God for my city, for my church. They were willing to do some military work, not just protect their own, but now go out there and fight for what God had already given them. Now, this is their qualities. Now, see, you would find people that enlisted for military services in all the tribes of Israel, except Levites. But when it came to the tribe of Asher, it says that the ones that enlisted themselves for military services, they had some peculiar qualities. It says they were select men, or they were approved men. They were ones that were handpicked, chosen, specifically kept aside for this work. They were not just ordinary people that said, okay, today we have nothing else to do, so we'll just go and fight a battle. No, they had kept themselves completely for the sake of military service. That's why it says they were select men or approved men, or the ones that were trained for this particular task. How often do we really pay attention to the purposes of God in our lives to the extent that we be willing to lay ourselves down for that one task, that we be willing to train ourselves for that particular task, that we will be willing to handpick and select and choose those areas of our life that is going to bring out the purposes, the plans, the destiny that God has called us for. It is necessary, my dear friend, that we imitate the leaders of the tribe of Asher. It says that they were approved men, which means that they went through a process of evaluation. They went through a process of testing. They went through a process of trial and error and failure and all those things that go about the process of training. And finally, they were approved. They had a mark, they had a seal that said, now these guys, they are approved. Not only were they approved, not only were they select men, it says that they were mighty warriors. Now, it's one thing to be trained well, another thing to be out there in the world and pick up battles and come out as victorious in those battles. So these guys, they had a history of winning battles. They had a history of coming back with the trophy, coming back with an answer, coming back with a solution. They were mighty warriors. So their experience was not just with their training. They were willing to put their lives on the line and go out there and fight the battles and fight till they win. Not fight till they just do a good job at it, but fight till they win. So it's not enough that we imitate them in their training, in their willingness to prepare themselves for battle. It's necessary that we put ourselves on the line at some times and we be willing to fight battles that are going to be costly, that are going to bring us danger, great danger. And only then can we possess this title that says mighty warriors. The third title that is given to them is that they were outstanding leaders. Not just ordinary leaders, but outstanding leaders. Now, that shows me that they came back home and now they were willing to set an example for others to follow. If they have to be leaders, they had followers, right? So not only did they prepare themselves to be this approved, select, handpicked, chosen men, not only did they put their lives on the line and go out there and fight battles and come back home with the victories, now that they came back home, now they inspired others to do the same. Now they raised other mighty warriors, they raised other approved men, and they did everything possible to inspire other people around them. That's why they were called outstanding leaders. Can this be said about us? Can we be people that will be approved, men and women of God? That we be mighty warriors, that we're willing to fight battles and come out with victory? That we also be known as outstanding leaders in the way that we inspire and lead the people that God has given us. If we can imitate this about the tribe of Asher, then we will see that the Lord will do so many mighty wonders through our lives, mighty wonders through our ministry, mighty wonders through the battles that we pick up on a regular basis, that there will be absolutely no end to the greatness that God can unleash through your life and through my life. This is an inspiration for me this morning, and I hope that you can receive your own revelation and your own inspiration from this scripture. Thank you so much for tuning in, my dear friend. God bless you. Have a beautiful and a blessed day ahead.
We hope you were encouraged by today's word. For more resources, queries, and prayer requests, visit pastorpriji.com. Have a Christ-filled day ahead.